I am. I was like, where am I now? Where did I go? Huh. Okay, we're going to get it. What's going on? There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Joyful House. Welcome to this wonderful Thursday evening, and welcome to Joy House Tea Party number 13. Oh my goodness. Let's see who is in the Joyful House tonight. Let's see who we can love on, hug on, give great big nugs to. Welcome in one and all and everyone. If you are new here, so glad to have you. It is a joy and an honor to be here with you. Don't let nugs scare you. That's just simply a great big hug around the neck. And if you are a returning friend, welcome back to the Joyful House. All right. Let me go to the top of the chat here. And hello, Miss Sonja. Nugs. Welcome back to the Joyful House. We just got through having our watch party over in my Zoom room. We watched the last episode of season 13 of Call the Midwife. So we are all ready for tomorrow night for movie night. Hope you'll come join us. All right. And welcome in, Angela. It's also good to have you back here in the Joyful House. She also was over with us at the watch party. And she is doing fine. She's drinking water, and she is working on her Joy Team sweater. Love it, love it. Welcome to the Joyful House, Samantha, and welcome back. She also was over at the watch party, so good to have her here in the house with us. And you guys, we have an eagle in the house. So if you will, help me give a great big joyful welcome to our eagle, Tiffany. Welcome in, Tiffany. So glad you are here. If you're new here, an eagle is someone who is in the upper two tiers of the Joy Team, which is what is known to most of YouTube as memberships, but I don't like calling them memberships, so I call them the Joy Team. And so Tiffany says, if I can get back to her comment. She says, hello, Sonja. Hello, Samantha. Hello, Angela. And we have Dawn P in the house with us. Welcome into the Joyful House, Dawn. So glad you're here. And again, you guys, thank you so much for coming in and welcoming each other, loving on each other, and just greeting one another. It truly makes my heart smile. So don't stop. And Dawn is saying hello to Sonja and Angela and Samantha and Tiffany. And Tiffany says hello to Dawn. And Dawn says hello to sweet Cynthia. Love, love. And Samantha says, what is everyone working on right now? Excellent question, Samantha. Thank you for asking that. And Laura is back in the house with us as well. Welcome in, Laura. She was over at the watch party with us as well. And she's saying hello to Tiffany and Dawn. And Sonja says hello to Angela. And Tiffany says, ooh, I started a new shawl today. Fun. Can't wait to show it at the tea party when you're done. Hint, hint. All right. Sonja says hello to Samantha. Laura says hello to Sonja. Tiffany says hello to Laura. Sonja says hello to Tiffany. And Dawn says, Samantha, I'm adding pockets to a sweater I made for my mom. Oh, fun. Exciting, Dawn. Hope you'll share pictures with us. And Dawn saying hello to Laura. And Sonja says hello to Dawn. Laura says hello to Angela. And we have another eagle in the house. So if you will, help me give a great big eagle shout out to our eagle, Wanda. Wanda, welcome back to the Joyful House. Wanda also was here with us for the watch party. So always a pleasure to have her here in the Joy House. And Laura says, hello, Cynthia. Hello, Laura. And oh my goodness, look at this beautiful face we have at the Joyful House tonight. She says, howdy do, everyone. And that is our lovely Pam from Be Creative Crafts. Pam, I promise you I'm going to try very hard not to go long tonight so we can all go over to your house. I know I've been wanting to get over there, and they can all testify. I tried last week, but by the time I got over there, you were done. So I really don't plan on being on too long tonight. So I should definitely be able to make it. And Tiffany says, hello, Miss Cynthia. Hello, Tiffany. And everyone is continuing to greet one another. Thank you so much for that. And Racine is in the house, and she says, hello, Cynthia, and everyone in the chat. I'm listening. Well, hello, Racine. Welcome to the Joyful House. And Sonja says, hi, Cynthia. My war wound is covered now. LOL. Well, hello, Sonja. And I'm so glad. She is canning. And while we were in the watch party, she got a little bit of a war wound. She got a cut. So she was having to take care of that. And she's got it all taken care of now. So it's good to go. Mwah, 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 mwah. Kisses to make it feel better. Remember when our mamas used to do that? They'd kiss it and make our boo-boos better. She says the jelly wars. And you guys are going to get to see some of that lovely, yummy stuff tonight in the slideshow. All right. Everyone is continuing to say hello to each other. Thank you again so much for that. Dawn says, hello to everyone. I know I'm missing in the chat, visiting with my mom. Well, nugs and love and hugs to your mom for us. And hello, Mom. Hello, Hope. Welcome in. So glad to have you here in the Joyful House. Happy Thursday. How are you? She says, good evening, everyone. Dawn says, Cynthia waved hello as we passed by the way through Columbia. Oh, so I can't wait for you guys to see the Welcome to My Playground on Monday, because guess who was here today and is coming back tomorrow? We are getting to spend some time with our little Seth. So can't wait to show you some pictures. I'll have to go back and dig up a picture of the last time I showed him to you, because he was a little over a year old at that time, and he's now 2. Well, he'll actually be 3 in October. Time is flying by, but oh my gosh, cute as a button, cute as ever. Love the itty bitties. All right. Everyone is continuing to say hello to each other. And Pam says, I'll see y'all when you pop in. If you go longer than you plan, no worries, nugs. I don't think we will tonight. So it's been kind of a long day, and I'm ready just to kind of sit back, close my eyes, and just listen to a good friend and hang out over at her house. So I definitely will be heading over there. So I'll see you soon. All right. Not that I'm rushing you off, but I know you might need to be getting ready. So, all right. I'm at the bottom of the chat. So if someone would be kind enough to drop me some emojis, that way I can find my way back, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And before we jump into announcements, it's a tea party. Let's get our tea. And look at what mug I'm going to be drinking out of. It's the Call the Midwife mug. Look at that. And many of you have seen this before. I've had this since the first time we began watching Call the Midwife way back when. But let me get my water. It just finished boiling. You can see the steam in it. I always forget to open it, because if I don't, it'll end up pouring all over me. So if you remember, we finished our Advent calendar tea last week. So this week, I have a new tea to share, and I'm really excited to try it. It was a gift from Kim, who's in the chat, Southern Winter. And this is it. It's got different flavors in it. And so it has Tellini strawberry, Tellini lemon, Tellini mango, Tellini cherry. So which one are we going to have tonight? I don't know. Let's open it up and find out. Well, there we go. And there's a little note Just a little thank you for making time to spend together. May your flowers bring you joy, from Kimberly. So these are a special kind of tea. They're called tea flowers in cup size. So let's first pick one. I'm going down deep to the bottom of the box. And we have another eagle in the house. So if you will, help me give a great big joyful eagle welcome to our lovely Kim. Kim, welcome in. Getting ready to try the tea that you sent. And I think she made another comment in the chat. So let me go back and look at that. She says, hi, Joy friends. Very sleepy and tired, so I'll be in the background, but might fall asleep. I don't think we're going to be on too long tonight, Kim. And what was for dinner tonight? I had an open-faced hamburger with gravy. And then as kind of like a little dessert, if you will, I had a granola bar. All right, and everyone is still saying hello to each other. Okay, let's see. We are going to have, got to find where it tells me. Tellini Mango is the one we're going to be trying tonight. And it says it has green tea, hibiscus flowers, and marigold and mango aroma. And I'm going to look. Let me go to the box. I'm just curious. It's got different languages on here, so I'm trying to find the English version of what they're saying. So those are 5 different languages. So maybe this is just the English version. Nope. Nope. Okay. I was looking to see if there was any caffeine in this, but I don't think there is, because if I'm correct, most green teas do not. Yeah. Okay. So it comes in this little packet. Isn't that really cute? Okay, maybe there's a little tear spot somewhere. Let's try. Let me see if I can pull it apart. All right, when all else fails, grab scissors. This is so cool. I'm so excited. I am so excited. So look. Can you see that? So I am actually, oh, wow, that smells good. Oh, wow. That smells really good. I can smell the mango in it. I'm actually going to put this in like a little tea diffuser. All right. It's got a little owl. Who wants some tea? Well, that's one way to put it in the cup. All right. Let me see if I can pull the little tag off. Nope. So I'm just going to cut that. I don't want the paper floating in my tea. Hey, does that say anything on it? It just tells me infusion time is 6 to 8 minutes. So glad we got that started. I'm glad I got some napkins because I made a little bit of a mess. All right. I think I got my mess cleaned up now. All right. So we're just going to let that seep a minute. That's so cute. And we'll come back and give it a try. This is my first time ever having one of those. So thank you so much, Kim. I'm really excited to try this. As much as I've been drinking tea over the last about, I don't know, almost 37 years, because I think I started when I was 18 drinking hot tea. It's been pretty much my go-to drink. And I've never had one of those. So how cool to experience that. It makes this a very exciting tea party. Let me know. Have you guys ever had one of these flower type teas? I'd be curious to know. All right. Oh, I won't be. So I need to put it out. Okay. Okay. I thought I needed. Got you. See, I'm learning. It's new. So let's take it out of the diffuser. If it's not too hot. Okay. Okay. I didn't know if it would open up and be like little remnants in the tea. So I'm learning. Thank you. Okay. Well, I cut the string, so hopefully it'll still. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Should I watch it? Should I be watching it? Because it'll open up, right? Sonja says she hasn't. I'm actually going to turn my little warmer thing on here so I make sure that that water stays hot. Okay. Yep, it opens. Okay. Well, I've got it where I can keep an eye on it. And as it starts to open up, I will show it to you guys. I just so happen to have my little handy dish with my little spoon. One of my son's baby spoons. All right. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, let me go back up in the chat, see if I've missed someone. I don't want to miss anyone. Tiffany says, yes, green tea does have some caffeine, but not as much as black tea. That is good to know. Thank you. Tiffany says, ooh, mango sounds good. Thank you guys for saying hello to Pam and Kim. Samantha says, yummy. I think that was for my dinner. Kim says, the whole idea is to watch it bloom like a flower in the water. Exciting, exciting. Okay. I hope I didn't mess it up by putting it in the diffuser first. All right. Okay. Okay. Kim says, yes, we all should be. I'm not sure what that comment was for, Kim. I'm so sorry. Tiffany says, I've not had one of those. She says, maybe next time you have that tea, you can put it in a see-through mug. Then you can see the whole process. And I do kind of have one that Kim also sent me. It's got the little lid, and it has the little clear glass thing, and that's what it was meant for. I forgot about that, but Kim, we need to talk about this again. I meant to on our play date, and I didn't even think about it. I was just so happy to have a play date. All right, it is getting soft, so it's starting to open. So we'll just keep an eye on that next time. Yes, next time. All right. Well, don't worry, because this is the tea I'm going to be doing for a while. And next time I'll pull the other 3 flavors out, and we'll pick from those 3 flavors. So fun, fun, fun. And next time I'll know what I'm doing. All right, so we're going to let that continue to seep. And like I said, as it starts to open up, I will share that with y'all. Okay. How about we celebrate some birthdays? We have some birthdays this week to celebrate. You want to celebrate some birthdays with me? This week, we are celebrating birthdays with, do you guys remember Bailey from Cat on the Prowl Creations? I've recently, well, I've kind of talked to her here and there, but I've been seeing her on social media more on Facebook, and she, of course, is celebrating her birthday. And so she's got a birthday. Christy with Christy Bomb has a birthday. And Candy, our lovely Candy with The Struggle is Real, is celebrating her birthday today, is her actual birthday. And also celebrating is Darla with It's in the Bag Crochet with Darla. So if you guys will, let's go sing happy birthday to all of them. All right. Happy birthday to all of them. And this is for them. Happy birthday. All right. Awesome, awesome. We also have a couple other folks we want to celebrate with. We have someone who is celebrating 3 years on the Joy Team. So we want to say happy anniversary to Lucy with Lucy's Crochet Spot for her 3 years of anniversary on the Joy Team. Also celebrating an anniversary, they're celebrating their 1-year anniversary. We would like to say happy anniversary to Dom P. Y'all know her as Meemaw D Crochets. And then we have another person who is celebrating 3 years of being on the Joy Team. And so we would like to say happy anniversary to Miss Wanda. So happy anniversary to Lucy, Dawn, and Wanda. Thank you so much for your friendship and your support on the Joy Team. All right. Next thing I got is just a really quick rundown because I have a lot of new folks that have been coming into the Joyful House, and do want to give a great big joyful shout out to Gojo, Simple Retired Life, Lori, Stories and Crochet. And then I had another person that just joined. Bear with me just a second. I think her first name is Patty, but let me just double check here right quick. We just welcomed her in. And Peggy, Miss Peggy Yates. So we want to welcome our new friends in, and this is for our new friends. All right. And we want to just say thank you for becoming part of the Joy family. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's always a pleasure to have old friends, but also new friends over here in the Joyful House. All right. So, real quick, Mondays, usually somewhere I try to get it out by 7, 8 o'clock in the evening is Welcome to My Playground. And that is just kind of a little, it's a video, an uploaded video background, behind the scenes, little clips of what happened the previous week, just to kind of show you what went on in the Joyful House that wasn't out here in a live or on a video. And then, of course, Monday night, we have Building Special Moments with the Joy Team, which is memberships. And that's most Mondays at 7. However, we didn't meet this Monday because we're getting caught up in trying to finish our mystery make-along. And that's what we do when we come together. We work on mystery make-alongs so they don't have any idea what they're making. And this time we had our biggest project to date. It actually took us 3 months. Most of the time it only takes us about 3 to 4 weeks to do the projects. But we did a wearable this time. And this coming Monday, just want to remind them that we're meeting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of 7, so that we can put our garment together and complete it. We do usually give out one make-along kit to anyone who participated in the past one. And so that's always fun and exciting. And we also will not be meeting September 1st or the 8th because Mr. Joyful and I will be leaving on the morning of the 1st for vacation and coming home on the morning of the 8th. And we'll need to come home and pack and do laundry, unpack and do laundry and all that stuff, so Mr. Joyful can return to work on Tuesday. But other than that, we meet every Monday at 7 p.m. Tuesdays, Crochet Heart updates happen. And that is where I have been invited by Dana from Wonderless Crochet. And that invitation is extended to each and every one of you. But it is an opportunity to work as you can. I've set for myself to try and work on my project at least 30 minutes to an hour every week. But what it is, it's a project that you've always wanted to do, but life just keeps you so busy that you don't get to do it. And so by committing to do this and working on it a little bit at a time, you have all year to get it done. And then anything that's turned in, she's going to do a slideshow, I believe, at the first of the year, and we'll start it all over. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm glad she's going to make it an annual thing. I'm currently working on a sweater for Mr. Joyful, which is my husband, if you're new. And it is a cabled pullover man sweater from Crystal from Bag a Day. So definitely come check those out on Tuesday. It's almost done, you guys. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to make another sweater, or at least start one to hopefully finish by the end of the year for him. So that would be awesome, awesome. And then let's see, anything else on Tuesdays? I don't think so. Wednesdays, nope. Don't think we have anything. Thursday, we do have watch party on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, with the exception of the first Thursday of the month, because usually I set aside that night to have a play date with myself, which right now is trying to finish up the Stranger Things blanket that I'm working on, and so I can get those tutorials out. And then, of course, at 8:30, we come together for our tea parties, with the exception of the first Thursday of the month. And then on Fridays at 1 p.m., we have Bible chats. We just currently started a Bible study on the book of Philippians, and it is titled The Letter of Joy. Imagine that. And if you're new here, joy is my word. It is my life word, and I hope one day it will be my legacy. But my goal is for all of us to be joyful, be the joy in everything we do, and let our joy tanks overflow every day. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have movie night. The only exception for that is the first Friday of the month. We have what is called Real Delight, where I invite you to come over to my private Zoom room and watch a movie. Last month, we watched The Beach House, not the movie one, but the Hallmark movie one. And it was about saving sea turtles and just family. In September, we will not be having one simply because Mr. Joyful and I will be on vacation. But normally we would make it up then the following Friday. But because of a holiday in July, and then I forget what happened at the beginning of this month, movie night is kind of having to step aside for those to happen. So we've decided in September, instead of making it up the second week, we're going to just go into movie night and start season 14 called The Midwife. And then on Saturdays, Sundays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whenever I get the information in, then as quickly as I can, I shoot out the next update on the traveling box of joy. And I just got all the stuff that I needed from the person who has it now. So hopefully you'll have that update tomorrow, no later than Saturday. And then Sunday, we end our time here in the Joyful House with Once Upon a Storybook. And we are currently reading the 4th book of Anne of Green Gables. It is called Anne of Windy Poplars. And so all of that is in a playlist if you want to go back and get caught up to the current moment. And I almost forgot, every Monday we have a short, and it introduces a joy word for the week to kind of just encourage us throughout the week. So that is what is going on here in the Joyful House almost every week. All right. Y'all want to go look at our tea party poll? Let me go, let me check the chat first real quick. Let me go check the chat. And while I'm getting ready to do that, I just remembered, I learned this over at Mishy's house, that we can do polls in chat live time. And so I would like to put the question in there. There was actually 2 this for this week, because one was on Mr. Joyful and one was on myself. And then I would be curious to know what your answers are. So let me get that pulled up real quickly here. And then after that, we're going to go look at our video of all of the makes that got sent in for this week. And I have one tiny blooper for you this week. So not a real exciting blooper like that we've had in the past, or the last couple of weeks, but nonetheless, it's still a blooper. I guess one is better than none, right? All right, let's see here. Let me get our live pulled up and see if I can get this poll going. Yeah, mute that. All right. See if I can remember how to do this. Let's see. It always takes me a minute to remember. Oh, I think I got to go to the bottom. That's right. Let's see. And I love this new thing they've done. It shows top fans, and it shows Kim is number 1, Angela is number 2, Tiffany is number 3, Dawn is number 4, Margie is number 5, Sonja number 6, Laura number 7, Racine number 8, Samantha number 9, and number 10 is Pam, number 11 is Wanda, and number 12 is Hope Mahoney. So thank you guys for that. All right. Trying to remember where I go. Well, maybe I need to play with that and go ahead and just show y'all the video. Because I can't remember. It looks so different. Have they changed YouTube a little bit? For some reason, it won't let me open my live chat. So on YouTube side, I cannot open the live chat. All right, let me see if you guys are saying something. Let's see, let's see, let's see. And we have another eagle in the house. So if you will help me give a great big joyful eagle welcome to Miss Margie. Hello, Miss Margie. Let me take our birthday friends down there. Welcome into the joyful house, Miss Margie. So glad you're here. Can I tell them your good news? No, I'm gonna let you tell them the good news. I'll let you come up in a minute if you want. If not, tell me if I can tell them your good news. All right. Hello, Jen. Welcome in. Nugs, my beautiful friend. So good to see you. She is doing some laundry. Thank you guys so much for welcoming her in. All right. If you guys will drop me some emojis, that would be most helpful. I don't know why it won't let me open my live chat. Let me go back out of it. Let me go back out of it and see if I refresh. And that worked. That worked. Now I think I can find it. And I did. All right. Awesome, awesome. So let me type the question in here. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to type the question once and you guys can, oh, well, I guess for you, oh, I think it only lets you do one poll at a time. So we'll do it first for Mr. Joyful and then we'll give it a few minutes and then I'll go do another one and we'll do me. And then you guys can answer in the chat what your answer would be. All right, so let me get this pulled up here. And if you're not aware, I had to change the name of these from Today to Friday, because when I put them out on Wednesdays, it wasn't enough time for y'all to really answer for the next night. So I started putting them on Saturdays. Well, then on Saturday, it's not 2 days to Friday, it's 1 day after Friday. So I decided just to change the name of them, and they're just Tea Party polls. And they go out while we're on the live. So anyway, for the next week or for the next time. All right. So how does Mr. Joyful refer his? Okay. Let me see what order I had them in. All right, there is the poll. It is out. So I will give y'all a little bit of time to get that answered. And after you answer, if you want, share in the chat what your answer would be. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to answer that, and then I'll check on your answers as well. And while you're doing that, I have something to show you. Some of you did not even know that I pulled this whip out, and some of you did, but nonetheless, let me reintroduce a whip to you that is now a FO, and I'm so happy. Look! Isn't that, I mean, beautiful? I think I showed y'all the progress I was making on it last week, if I'm correct. But I have finished my Jen Ivy top, and I will be wearing it tomorrow night for movie night. So, oh my goodness. I love it, love it, love it. I love it. It came out so nicely. I'm so excited. We'll bring her a little bit closer. Oh, and you see that? I love how it flows. I was rather impressed for a one-weight yarn how fast it actually worked up. Look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful, you guys? I'm enjoying having it on her. So for a while, when I'm not wearing it, I think I will leave it on her in the background because it looks amazing. I forgot to check on my flower. Let me check on my flower. Let's look. Let's look. Let's look. Got so excited. So much going on. Where's my spoon? Oh my gosh, how cool is that? How cool is that? Look at my flower. That is so cool. That's so cool. All right, now we got to test it. I took a little petal out. Had a little petal floating. Oh my gosh, you guys. And it's kind of red. So let me see if I can show it to you. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. It's red. It's kind of warm still. I had it on the warmer. Wow, that's really good. Wow, thank you so much, Kim. Okay, tea party over. I got to go indulge. Nah, that is really good. And I love the flower. Did you guys see the flower? That was cool. Sorry. That was joyful. That was joyful. Now I got to remember what I was doing. Oh, that was so cool. So cool, so cool, so cool. Okay. And you guys are answering your answers. So let me go back up in the chat. Thank you so much, Samantha, for those emojis. It helped me find my way. It tastes so good, Racine. It is yummy. All right, Margie. She says she'll come up and tell you her news herself. My glasses are fogging up. All right. I found my way in the chat. Thank you, Sonja. Thank you, Tiffany, for those emojis as well. All right. Wanda says, yippee, Atlanta not. Oh. All right, Sonja says she likes hers both ways. Did it only show y'all 2 options? Let me see. Did it only show 2 options? Okay, I do see 3 options. So far, the poll stands that Mr. Joyful prefers, oh, I left the S off of prefers, his eggs. 22% says sunny side, 67% says scrambled, and 11% says over easy. All right, I'm going to let that go for just a minute. I'm going to go check your answers in the chat and see how you like them. I'll come back and tell you his answer. And then we'll watch the video and I'll get my poll on how I prefer mine set up while you're watching the video. All right, let's see. So Sonja, let us know what 2 ways, since there's 3 options, what your 2 ways are. Samantha says she prefers her scrambled. Jen prefers her scrambled. Margie says she likes her scrambled. Tiffany says, I like my eggs over easy. Hubby cringes at me when he sees me eating them, LOL. Racine likes her sunny side up. Dawn likes them over medium. And Sonja saying gorgeous. Hello, Bridget. Nugs. Welcome into the Joyful House. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Thank you guys so much for welcoming her in. Thank you so much, Margie. I know Margie made 2 of the Jen Ivy tops. I am so happy to have mine done. I cannot wait to wear it. I'm waiting to put it on tomorrow night for movie night. This is why I didn't put it on tonight. I'm going to wear it tomorrow night for movie night, but we're going to be out and about doing some things on Saturday, and I plan on wearing it, showing it off to my mom and my dad, showing it off to Todd's mom. So excited. I didn't want to wear it all out and wear it 3 days in a row. So I'll wear it tomorrow night and all day Saturday. All right. It's coming, Samantha. It's coming. I've still been having kind of some hard times. Not quite to the extreme of what you saw last Wednesday, but I did have a crash last night, and I did crash earlier today. Today, I went the lowest I've ever been in my entire life, and I went to 53. If it had continued and got to the 40s, then honestly, we would have gone to the ER. But I ate dinner, and it came up. So I'm getting there to Stranger Things. I have a date with it all next week. And in fact, I've been thinking about maybe even possibly if I don't get to do some during my vacation, if I'm not able to pack up some of my equipment and take it to do at the cabin, then I'm thinking about taking a week off of the channel in September and just knocking it a whole thing out. So anyway, I'll make that decision later. Bridget says, Nugs, my friend, I hope you're all doing well tonight. I just finished recording a Stromboli tutorial. Oh, yum. That is exciting. We'll have to check that out. Mr. Joyful loves Stromboli. I've never made it. Thank you so much, Bridget. She says that's beautiful. Laura says that's beautiful. All right. Sonja says all of them, actually. And she says hello to Bridget. Racine likes some scrambles. Bridget says, sending love and light, my friends. I hope your sugar levels straighten out soon. I think they are. I do think the new regimen they have me on is working. I have not been in the 400s and 500s in the last 8 days. So what? This morning and yesterday morning, I actually woke up in the 100s. So I'm taking it. I'm taking it. But these low numbers, that's scary too. So I think it's getting there. My body is finally adjusting and adapting to the insulin. And I'm praying, you guys, so many of you, and I know, I think my biggest thing about all of that is I just want so badly to be normal. And I'm taking those words from a dear friend. I just want so badly to be normal that I try so hard to, I don't want to say ignore it or try to steer away from talking about it, because I know the journey I've been on has been so encouraging for many of you. And I've had about 4 of you that have actually emailed me, and 2 of you who've asked me through Playdates if I would ever consider showing my insulin pens and how I inject them. And I don't know. I'm praying about that. I have no problem doing that. I just don't know, like, the overall reception of what that would be like if someone new were to come into the Joyful House and be like, what? Is she shooting up? You know, so I'm really praying about how that will be perceived. But I think maybe I can touch it gently, that it would be okay. And then I can, I don't want to say satisfy those of you that are interested, but inform, educate, maybe that would be the word. So anyway, all right. We'll talk about that on the playground. Okay. Laura says, you do what is best for you, R&R. Thank you, thank you. I just want to get that Stranger Things blanket done. So, because as soon as I get the Stranger Things blanket done, I can bring the segment. I bought the yarn, now what? I can't wait to get that started, but I'm not letting myself start it until Stranger Things is done. And then I also have already a couple sketches that I've been just kind of doodling with on some adult sweaters and baby sweaters that I want to design. And I've kind of recently been sketching out a baby christening gown after doing this Jen Ivy top and falling in love with the one weight yarn. I'm actually thinking about maybe designing a baby christening gown, bonnet and booties out of the crochet thread. So what? So I got to get Stranger Things done before I can close that chapter and open some new chapters. So it seemed to work when I put myself in timeout and said no baby item making until I finished the Jen Ivy top, and I did it. I did it. So I was motivated. And you guys, oh my gosh, I can't wait to wear that tomorrow for y'all. Okay, moving on. Bridget says, my favorite way to have eggs is an omelet with all the veggies and cheese. That is another option. And I can tell you that Mr. Joyful and I equally enjoy eating omelets. But our go-to egg preference is what is in the poll. All right. Let's see. Jen says, laundry has been switched. Whew. Okay. Let me answer Mr. Joyful's, and it looks like the poll numbers did not change. So it ended up with Sunnyside at 22%, Scrambled at 67%, and Over Easy at 11%. The correct answer for Mr. Joyful, and I will make sure it gets posted in the chat, the community post as well, is scrambled eggs. He prefers his eggs scrambled. So good job. Good job. You guys nailed it. All right, let's go ahead and watch our video, and I will go set up the poll on my preference, and then we'll take a look at your poll for next Thursday. All right. Let me get over to the right window here. And here you go. I want to say thank you to all those that sent in pictures. And if you've got a finished object, I would love to share it out. You also get 2 entries per project on the giveaway wheel that we do the second Thursday of the month. Sorry about that. Good morning, Joy family. Welcome to the Joyful House. Hope you are doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had an even better week last week. Are you ready for this brand new week? It is August the 11th through the 17th, and it's time to chase the fun. Chase the fun. Chase our fun. Chase the fun. All right. All right. Again, I want to say thank you to all of you that shared pictures with us. That was Kim from Southern Winter. That was Samantha from Samantha Stewart, and Sonja, I Loved Crochet, and Vicki Oodles from Oodles and Caboodles of Craft, and Wanda from Crochet Done My Way, or Done My... Wanda, I always get yours mixed up because I always think of the backwards thing too. Crochet Done My Way. Okay. And then I know your email is backwards crochet. Forgive me. Forgive me. All right. And I do have the poll out for how I prefer my eggs. And again, if you're coming in, let us know how you prefer your eggs. Do you prefer them sunny side up, scrambled, over easy, or even just simply as an omelet? And there's so many other ways. What is there? What is it? Benedict? There's so many different ways, but I just did the 3 options for the poll. And that was sunny side up, scrambled, and over easy. All right. Okay. Just making sure I got 2 more things, and then I'm going to open up the panel for a few minutes. All right. And I did go look, and I'm so sorry. I thought I had the poll up already, and I did not, because I noticed it didn't come out at 9 when it should have. So I will get that up, but I will go ahead. Don't answer it now. Just be thinking about it. I will make sure when I get off of here and I go over to Pam's house to hang out that I get it up. But the question is going to be, which do I prefer? Odd numbers or even numbers? Again, don't answer in the chat. That'll be our discussion for next week. But do I prefer odd numbers or even numbers? All right. Or it doesn't matter, because there is 3 options. But anyway, so that's going to be our poll for next Thursday. All right. Something I do want to show you, and then I'm going to show you the flower one more time. And let me go ahead and drop this link, because I know Miss Margie is going to come up at least and share her good news with you. So I'm going to drop that in the chat. And then let me go pin that to the top as well. Oh, I think I closed it. Let's see. All right, and there it is. It's pinned to the top now. And Miss Margie, I do see you in the basement. I'll bring you up in just a minute. So on the Gen Ivy top, I have 1 full skein of yarn, or cake, because they came in cakes, left. And I promised Ivy that whatever I had left, I would send her. And got a little bit of the black hanging off of this one that I've got in my hand, because on the end of my sleeves, I tried to keep the flow of it color coordinated. And as you see, I tried to do it going across the body with the sleeves as well. So I had this much left from a cake with a little bit of black and these little remnants. And then I have this one, and then I have 1 full cake untouched. So whatever I have left of this, and if she wants these remnants, because I think she wanted to make another one in this colorway, but didn't have enough yarn. So I promised her whatever was left, I would send to her. But I am making a little baby dress, and I am going to be putting it aside for a future granddaughter. Not that I have one anytime soon that's going to be able to wear it, but so far, this is the little dress that I've made with it. It's just something I'm kind of playing with over the last 2 days. So it's going to be a little sundress, and each of these little frills is going to change colors. So this one will be this kind of pink and yellow. Then this one's going to be yellow. And then I'm going to bring in kind of the yellow and the blue, and then this kind of purplish color. And then I might do the very bottom little trim. Maybe I won't, because I don't have any, and I'm not going to touch Ivy's. So I was going to say come back with the pink, but I don't have any more of the hot pink. So I won't be doing that. But anyway, so that's what's on the hook. All right. That wraps up everything that I have. Let me show you the flower, and then I'm going to bring Miss Margie up. And if there's anyone else that wants to come up, share anything, we'll do that for a few minutes so that I can try and get over to Pam's house tonight. All right. Let's take a look at my flower. Next time I won't cut the string. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is so cool. Trying to get where I can hold it since I cut the string. This is so cool. Look at that. So I do have that cup that Kim gave me, and I also have a white clear cup that says it's Friday or something like that on it. But oh my gosh, this is so cool. So let me show you the back side of this. So isn't that cool? I never knew such a thing existed. So thank you so much, Kim. Smells so good. Wonder if I could dry that out and make like a scented flower. What do you think? Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Okay. Let's bring Miss Margie up. Hello, Miss Margie. Thank you for being so patient. The show is yours. Have at it.
I am free of the back brace.
That is awesome news. Awesome, awesome news. Hang on. Woo, there we go.
Yes, everything looks great. I have, they gave me a copy of my x-ray. Everything is looking good. Everything's healing up great. I go back in 3 months for another follow-up, but they're saying everything's looking good. Everything's looking great. And I can actually drive myself to my next doctor's appointment. I don't need my dad to drive me. And I can start doing physical.
Oh, hang on. What happened? What? Hang on. What's going on?
I don't know.
I was gonna do something for you, but that was weird that it did that. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you, but this is for you. No, that is fantastic news. I'm so sorry. I'm now down in my little hole now.
But yeah, and they sent stuff that I can. They gave me the script and stuff to start physical therapy, which means I can twist, I can bend over, I can start moving. I'm like, yes. And
you know what? Go ahead. I'll do it in a minute.
And asked if I had any other questions or anything. I go, nope. I go, the main thing was the driving, and about the back brace, I go, my questions, answers, and I got all mixed up, but she knew what I was trying to say, what I was saying. But I go, my prayers have been answered.
Miss Margie, I think we need to do a joy dance. Let's do a joy dance. That's worthy of a joy dance. No, seriously, that is fantastic news. That is awesome, awesome news.
Yeah. But when they called me back into the office and stuff, my dad goes, "I'm gonna go wait in the car." I go, "Okay." So when I went down into the parking garage and stuff where he was parked at, I had my back brace in one hand, and I was like, when he could see me, and I had it in my hand, and I was doing this, and he goes, "Yeah."
That is awesome.
How much I wanted to get rid of that thing.
Yay, Miss Margie.
But yeah, so I'm like, yes.
And thank you for texting me and sharing that with me. So, made my day.
And then also and stuff, my brother, he got a job with another trucking company, and their one yard is there right there close to where we were at. So he didn't have his car because he just started with this company. So we swung by, picked him up, brought him on, and dropped him off so he could go home and stuff. So I got to spend some time with my brother.
Nice. I mean, this has been a really great day for you.
Yes.
Well, I see you chasing your fun, Miss Margie.
Yeah.
And your brother is doing well?
Yeah.
Nice. Now, how many siblings do you have, Miss Margie?
It's just me and my brother.
Awesome. Anybody have any questions they want to ask Miss Margie? And Miss Margie, you dropped joy in the chat, right?
I will do that right now.
And anyone else, if you would like to shout out your channel, all you have to do is drop the word joy in the chat. And Nightbot will be happy to share that out. Thank you, Jen. I'm so happy to get that done. I'm so happy that I was able to do that for you and Ivy. Can't wait to wear it tomorrow. Miss Margie, I agree. Everyone's makes are gorgeous. They did a great job. Thank you, Hope. Credit to Jen and Ivy for creating an amazing pattern. Angela says she likes her eggs over easy. And let me go see if I can find that poll. I'm glad you said that, Angela. I'd already forgotten that that poll was out. Let me go see what you guys said about my eggs. Let's see. All right. 44% of you said sunny side up, 22% said scrambled, and 33% said over easy. So I will go ahead and reveal the answer, and let me go ahead and end that poll. If you were one of the 33% that said over easy, you got it, dude. I like it over easy. I like my yolk very, very runny. I like to mix it up most of the time in grits. Every now and then, I'll just pop the egg and take a piece of toast. I'm not an overly big bread eater, so I'll do that. And depending on how their hash browns are, I might consider that. But most of the time, I break my egg all the way up, yolk, white, in grits. So over easy is my answer. And Miss Margie, you said scrambled, correct?
Yes. I used to just go over easy, but now and stuff I prefer scrambled.
Gotcha. Miss Doris says they have 2 mama ducks. One has 10 babies. The other one has 1 baby and 10 eggs soon to hatch. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. We just moved them, praying she sets back on the nest. Oh my gosh, Miss Doris, that is awesome. And any pictures you can share, I would love to share them out at the next tea party. That would be awesome to see. And kind of jumping on the back of that, you guys, wait till you see Welcome to My Playground on Monday. Oh my goodness. Our sheriff's department had to capture something that is very, very uncommon in South Carolina unless it is someone's pet. And undoubtedly, it either escaped or they let it go. Either way, shame, shame, shame. I was freaking out. I'm glad I'm at home, and I'm glad that it was at least a couple miles away, but it was here in Newberry that it was caught. Yes, I'm teasing you. Yes, I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger, but I'm going to tell you this. This creature, Mr. Joyful's laughing.
That little itty bitty baby?
Yeah, little itty baby, my foot. It would probably take, I have a small foot. It would probably take about, I'm literally guessing, at least 100 of my feet. It, from one end to the other, would fill my entire studio. So,
I have an idea.
So come check that out. I was like, what? Yeah. Somebody's pet got loose somehow or another. Just saying. But no, seriously, Miss Doris, we would love to see pictures if that's even possible. I don't know the process of that. I don't know how easy it is to photograph them during those stages like that. So, you know, if it's not easy, then I certainly understand. But if there's a possibility to be able to share that with us, it would be amazing. Thank you guys so much, Miss Margie, for saying hello to Doris and welcoming her in. Thank you, Tiffany, for that. Doris says, oh, that's a gorgeous purple. By the way, and I did mine the same exact colors that Ivy did hers, and it was the Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody in the colorway Wild and Free. So I think that's what you're talking about. Colorway. All right. Thank you guys. That was on the little baby dress. Can you please put my channel in the description, Cynthia? Can you not, does it not let you drop joy, Samantha? Thank you, Hope. I hope you were still here when I gave that answer, but it was over easy. And I think I'm behind in the chat.
Yeah.
Samantha, let me know if you can drop joy. It is fine, Doris. It is fine. You are here now, and that is what is important.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Sonja, for welcoming her in. Right. I agree, Tiffany. Miss Margie, Tiffany says, yay, congratulations, Margie. That is so great. Jen says, congratulations, Margie. Hope says, such a wonderful News, glory be to God. Amen to that. Amen, amen. Samantha says, congratulations. Laura says, congratulations. Woohoo! I agree. I agree. All right. Angela says, congratulations. Jen says, don't overdo it, Margie. Yes, don't get so excited.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you for that reminder, because we will do that. We have a tendency as human beings.
Yeah. Well, I know Mike won't let me.
He's not going to let you overdo it.
Yeah, he's not going to let me overdo it. And my parents won't let me overdo it either.
That's awesome. And it's so great to have that support system too.
Yeah.
So. I have not forgotten, Samantha. I had a busy day today. So everything has been by the skin of my teeth today. I will get that done when I get the poll out. Seth, do y'all remember little Seth? He came and spent the day with me today, him and his mom. And tomorrow I have him by myself. So we're excited about that. Was supposed to have him by myself today, but she forgot that she had taken a paid time off day. So she decided to come anyway and bring him and hang out and crochet today. So we watched The Secret Life of Pets and we watched Doggone Trouble and played with him, and then we crocheted some. And then tomorrow he's coming and he's going to play with Mr. Joyful during
Yeah, I think she froze. If she did, she'll be right back. Yes, she did, Jen. But don't go anywhere or anything. She will be right back. Yeah. But yeah, she will be right back. She's got to shut everything down, turn everything back on, and she'll be right back. So just stay put. But yeah, at least she was smiling when she froze. But yeah, now that yeah, intermission. But yeah, now that I am free to be able to move and do things, my husband already has helped me rearrange some things here in my craft room. I'm going to finish working on my craft room. So hopefully by the end of next week, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to do an updated room tour video. So that's my plans, is hopefully by next week, by next weekend, she'll be I'll be able to have that for you guys, because I have made some changes again in here, trying to make things a lot easier for me in here, so I'm not cranking my neck or having to do a lot of moving around when I'm trying to do my crafting. So but yeah, so that's my goal, is by next weekend have a room tour video.
a what video?
A room tour of my craft
cool.
room. Yeah.
Well, we almost made it a whole live before I froze.
And like Jen said, at least you were smiling when you froze.
That's good. That's good. What was the last thing you heard? Do you know?
You were talking about tomorrow in Bible study that Mr. Joyful will be basically entertaining Seth.
Gotcha. And then before and after, I get to play with him. And then I said we would go probably take a nap before movie night. But even though he's 2.5, he'll be 3 in October. He is not your typical 2-year-old child at all. He is so well behaved, so calm. I mean, it is going to be an easy day. It was an easy day today. It was just so good to see him because it has been a year since we have been able to have time with him. Excuse me. So, of course, it's been half a year that I've been battling my stuff. And then, of course, before that, we were dealing with Faye's shoulder from when she fell on that time. So it's been a lot going on, but nonetheless, I'm grateful. And now that Tila realizes that I am not working outside of the home, anytime that, she's got an appointment for him, she now knows that she can bring him over here so she can go to work, because she works at Craft, and Craft is only 2 blocks away from me. And so she's a nurse out there. And so anyway, that is awesome. So this has been a great week. But hopefully, since my numbers are behaving better, hopefully Mr. Joyful and I will get out more during the week and actually do some fun things and share more of that kind of stuff on the playground. So, in fact, Tila was telling me today about another playground that I didn't know of. So who knows? We'll go check out a new playground. But we'll definitely have some fun things for you guys when we are on our vacation. So lots of scenery to share. All right. Doris says we got a few pictures of the babies huddled up to mama, and I can share that. I would love that. I would love to be able to share that next Thursday. That would be awesome. I turned to Elsa. I was frozen. I love that. That's going to be my new nickname, Elsa. Oh, while I was doing all of that and getting it back up, I told Todd, I said, I don't know what else to do, you guys. We have literally replaced every part of my computer. So now I'm wondering, both my monitors are actual TVs, and I'm wondering if maybe it's one of them. So, but I'm not willing to go down to one monitor. So if I freeze, I will just come back. So, especially for movie night, I don't know what I would do with one monitor, you guys. I truly could use 3 monitors on movie night. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. Jen says at least she was smiling. Intermission. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dora says, hanging on. Well, at least you had Miss Margie up there to entertain you guys. Yes. Did you talk about your channel? I mean, I know you were talking about the tour, but
yeah, that's about what I was telling them, was everything, that now that I'm free to be able to move and everything, that I'm gonna be able to finish doing some cleaning in here and organization, and that I'm hoping that by next weekend I should be able to have an updated room tour video.
Right. Awesome. Oh my gosh, we got Vima coming across the pond to us tonight. Hello. It is actually Friday already for you, if I'm correct. Correct? It should be what? Kind of right around noonish, lunchtime-ish, right? Am I correct, Margie? For her? Hello, Vima. Welcome in, beautiful. So glad you're here with us. Sounds like a plan. Awesome, awesome. Yes, Samantha. So I will get all that in the description box after this and the poll out. I tried to get all of that done this morning before they came, but they actually finished with his doctor's appointment earlier than they expected. So they got here a little bit earlier, which was great because it gave us almost 2 hours more together than we planned. And in fact, his mom dropped him off and he and I played for a while she ran to Walmart to get him some new shoes. So not only is he growing, but his little feet are growing and he needed some new shoes. But yes, I will get all that taken care of. My hubby has had trouble with his monitors being too much for his computer, and maybe he can help figure out specs and the computer language stuff. I can ask him if you're okay with that. Absolutely, Doris. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, as long as you guys know that if I freeze, I just got to get out and come back in, I'm okay with that. I get frustrated because, I just feel like time is precious and I don't want to waste anyone's time. So, but yes, that would be a great help because I'm sure I'm not the only, in fact, I know I'm not the only one because I know of another content creator who has really, really struggled with that. And she's decided to take a break. And so she is actually on my list of sending cards to say, hey, don't give up, keep going. So, we can help each other out. So that would be awesome and amazing. I would greatly appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Will anyone else in the chat have anything they want to share? Miss Margie, any other final things you would like to share?
No, and that I'm just hoping that I can get back into the routine. I know I've kind of sound like a broken record saying this, but I'm hoping, Seth, that I'll eventually get back into my routine with my videos. Now that I'm doing a lot better and I can move around and do things and stuff, that I can get back into my normal routine. So
absolutely.
But I have already kind of done some things in this room, moved some things, and my husband Mike has assisted me with that and stuff. So things are a lot better, and I'm not having to look up at my second monitor anymore. So I won't have a kink in my neck anymore and stuff like that. So, and just kind of figuring a few other things out as far as exactly where I want things and how I want them stored and different things like that. So
nice. Doris says, love you all. I got to go too. So nice to be able to hang out for a little bit. Take care, everyone. Doris, I was actually thinking about the same thing, how great it was that you had a few moments to come and hang out with us. I know your schedule is so busy and you are such a great mom and you take care of your kids in such a phenomenal way. And so I'm glad you got a little bit of Doris time and we got to share it with you. So that was really special. Well, we are going to head on out ourselves. Even if I catch the tail end, I am going to Pam's house. I'm going to go show some love and support over there. But thank you guys so much for coming over. And I look forward to spending more time with you again, hopefully tomorrow night, but if not, next Thursday for our tea party. And again, just a shout.
And there she goes again, freezing. She'll be right back, guys. And of course, that's what have to happen right when she's trying to end things. Hi, Zach. My appointment went great. I don't have to wear my back brace no more. I can twist I can bend, I can do all the things. Miss Cynthia will be right back. She had to shut her computer down and turn it back on, so she'll be right back. I'm a little tired, Samantha, and everything. I've had a long day. But other than that, I'm doing fantastic. No. Don't be sorry, Zach. But it was a good appointment. Oh, Pam's getting ready to sign off. Oops. Oh, well. Oh, that is great, Tiffany. I can't wait to see it. What yarn are you using? Yeah, I'm still working on this one. I'm getting close to the end. So I'll be done with that one soon, I hope.
Hi, my name is Elsa. I have a YouTube channel and I like to freeze. Y'all remember that song? Hi, my name is Joe. I got a wife and 2 kids, and I don't remember the rest of it, but oh my gosh. So sorry, y'all. Well, Miss Margie, like I told Todd, I am so grateful that you are here in the Joyful House and you could take over while I am busy playing freeze tag. I do see we have another face that came into the Joyful House. I want to give a great big nug to Zach. Welcome in. I have no clue what I was saying, so we're just going to let it go on out. Apparently it wasn't important.
I looked it up, and Vizio TV can freeze a computer. It has to do with a handshake.
The handshake?
Where the TV handshakes with the video card. They talk and communicate. It's possible it can do it. And the reason, which is sad, because the reason I put the Vizios in here is because they're such lousy TVs. They're very poor on streaming. So I figured all they do is have to sit in there and just show a picture, and I guess they're not good enough for that. So I'll get you a monitor.
Well, I'll just get busy making some baby items and sell them and save up for some more monitors that are not Vizio, because both my monitors are Vizio.
Yeah. I know
might take my Philips TV off the wall since I don't ever use it. I always, if I watch TV in here in any kind, shape, or form, I use these. So maybe I'll have them get the Philips down, and
it might have the same problem as it's older too. But we'll see.
Okay, well,
yeah. I know the Vizio has a problem with streaming. it keeps freezing and has software issues. But yeah,
It'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. We'll get through it. I'll just come on and say, hey, my name is Elsa. I have a YouTube channel and I like to freeze. We'll just make it joyful. That's all. Just don't leave me. Wait for me to come back. All right.
We have another friendly face in the chat.
I do. Who?
Mishi.
Hello, Mishi. Welcome in. Nugs. How are you? I'm playing Elsa and freezing a lot tonight. Oh. Todd says, do you want to build a snowman? No, I really don't, actually. I don't want any snow at all.
And Mishi, I am free of the back brace. No more back brace. I get to twist and bend and do all of the things.
You know, Miss Margie, I started to do this earlier and I was like, nah, we'll just do the joy dance. I gotta. Before we get off of here, I just gotta do this. Let's go over to movie night and let's just do it. Are you ready? There you go. Oh. Oh, anyway. Oh my gosh.
I won't, Mishi. I won't overdo it.
Yes. Jen's already got on to her about that. She cannot overdo it. But yes, that is such great news. Oh, they probably can't even hear me. Can y'all hear me? I took myself out of the picture.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yes. We don't want her to overdo it at all. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for a phenomenal night. As always, you fill the joyful house with so much joy, and I absolutely love it. Oh, I didn't do that. That's crazy. Okay. I see how it is. Y'all love Miss Margie. No. Miss Margie, in all seriousness, thank you so much for being such a trooper and carrying it on when I froze, not once, but twice. And so before we do it a third time, we're going to go ahead and say good night. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Whoa. What, Zach? You did not. You might have to Margie. Margie, did he send progress to you?
Not any recent ones, no.
We would love to see progress. We'd love to see progress. I'll even hang on a second. If you send it now, I'll show it. We love to support. Tiffany says the yarn is a wrap rainbow. It is green blue. Oh, I bet that is going to be beautiful, Tiffany. That's the shawl she started today, you guys.
Yeah, it's a reading shawl that she's making because she kept seeing mine, and so she said, "I'm going to do it."
I love it. I love it. Oh, we need to celebrate Miss Mishi. She's been a member for 26 months. So let's go over and celebrate her. And
Okay. Where did Miss Cynthia go? She must have.
I don't know why it keeps booting me out. I'm going to take that as a sign. All right. I'm waiting to see if Zach was going to send something. My TV kept doing that on Tuesday night. Oh no, Zach. Jen says she has a Vizio TV and that stinks. That might be the culprit. Because I told him the other day, because it doesn't happen just in lives. It occasionally happens when I'm actually working on videos, or even if I've been in my email. has it done it when I've been in my email? Anyway, so I told him I was beginning to think it's my bigger monitor, which just really is sad because that's the one that all my primary stuff is on and all my secondaries on the other monitor. But I'm beginning to think it is the Vizio. And after what he just looked up, that very well may be the case. I know that freeze game well. I know you do, my friend. I know you do. Samantha's like, can you see Cynthia? I know. She says, love shaky legs, girl.
Yes. And that one and stuff where you're on fire and the girl is doing this.
Yeah.
That's my grandson's favorite pose, especially if he has to pose for pictures.
I love it. This is the one she's talking about. Let's see. Oh, I'm on fire.
Yep. That's his favorite pose. And I can't believe it. He's going to be starting the 6th grade.
Wow. Wow.
And he's going to be turning 12 in December. I'm like, what? Seems like just yesterday he was born.
They do grow fast. Well, look at time just in general this year. I just feel like this year has just been like a blink. And I mean, we're already almost 3/4 of the way over with it. I mean, not too much longer. This whole year has just flown by.
I know.
So,
I'm like, geez.
But I can't wait to show y'all pictures of Seth. So, but he's still not talking a whole lot, but it was funny because I brought him in here because when he first got here, I was trying to finish up stuff for tonight and he was standing right here beside me. So I pulled us up so that when the camera came on, he could see himself on the screen. And so when he saw himself, I said, say hello, Seth. And he was like, hi. So he's finally starting to speak. They did some testing and he is on the spectrum. He is autistic. So, but I told Tila today, it is very, very clear that he understands what's being said and what's going on around him. He's just not articulating it. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, the boy is probably smarter than her and I put together. So I'm so sorry I didn't make it. I'm so glad you came back. I've been freezing, girlfriend. I've been playing Elsa.
I think it's it must be YouTube because people were saying the same thing over on. I think they're working on mine. I think they're working on stuff in the background at YouTube. At YouTube, I think they're doing some upgrades, and so it's just causing a lot of glitches. People kept getting kicked out of my chat. They were getting kicked out of the live, and I think it's just a YouTube thing.
I hope so. We were just discussing that. We were thinking maybe it was my Vizio TVs because both my monitors are actually Vizio TVs. Mm-hmm. And so, but yeah. But I'm sorry I didn't make it over.
That's okay. That's okay. No worries.
But I'm grateful that you came back over and you came up.
I did. I've been sitting there for a few minutes. I actually went over on mine too. I've been trying to keep it at an hour, but I went over. And then I was like, oh, then I went back in to do something. I saw you were still live. So I was like, oh, let's watch Cynthia.
I've been trying to keep mine in an hour too, but I haven't been successful.
Yeah, no, we get to talk and it happens.
So, but yeah, it's been kind of lonely without Faye. So I got to get my talking in somewhere. Oh, so yeah. We did have her assessment yesterday, and I'm not going to say a whole lot because I don't want to repeat it. I don't want to say it here and repeat it on the welcome to my playground video, but they definitely feel like she's going to be with them for a little while. Mm-hmm. So the one good thing is Todd and I can now go enjoy our vacation and not have to worry so much about her in the care of others
Right.
or her son. But on the other hand, we're so ready for her to come home, you know? I mean, silence is
Mhm.
golden, but after a while, it's too loud. So,
Yeah.
so
Was I saying silence is deafening?
yes, yes. So, but anyway, and Sadie breaks my heart. She'll walk down to Faye's room, and then you'll just see her kind of, and you can hear the difference even in her walk, and you
Mhm.
know where she's been.
Yep. She goes running down there, and then she's like, "Oh
And
man."
you hear this like slow saunter, and then she comes around the corner, and her head's hanging low, her ears are down, her tail's down, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so sad. And I'm like, well, I'm still here. But anyway, so, oh my goodness, Mishi, thank you so much. It's okay. It's okay. But I want to give you a gift. If y'all don't mind, let me stop for just a moment and interrupt us and give this little gift to Mishi. This is for you, Mishi. If I can find it. I'm so slow. Here we go. Thank you. Oh, did it boot you out?
It did. It kicked me to the basement. Cynthia's like, psh.
Let me tell you something. It's been kicking me to the basement.
I know
it's
when
the Margie show.
When I came back in, I was reading the chat and stuff, and then I think a video was playing or something, and then when it came back up, it's Margie's Crafty Corner. I was like, "Where's Cynthia?" I was like, but it does that to me. Like sometimes it'll do that to me. Like if I go to play a video, and then it'll kick me out, and I'm like, "What the heck, man?"
Well, that's what's been happening when I go to play a video. But you know, I was over at Bridget's house Monday night, and she was saying that if you're not actually paying for StreamYard, you can't even play your videos anymore.
Oh, really? Well, see, I wondered about that because I still pay for it, but when I went to come off of the pay plan, it said that I would lose certain things, and I'm like, but I've always been doing that. So is that not on the free plan anymore? You know, and so yeah. Well, that stinks.
It does stink.
So has Miss Shirley been here? Because Samantha's saying somebody's new in the house. The only person I saw come in was Miss Shirley.
No, Miss Shirley hasn't been here. So welcome in, Miss Shirley. And let's go see if there's anyone else. And that's Miss Shirley Razzie.
Yes.
And everyone is saying howdy, Pam, and hey, Pam. So thank you guys so much for welcoming Pam and Shirley into the house.
I have tea. I have tea. It's Milo's.
Her tea party.
I did. Ooh, yes. Normally it's Dr. Pepper, but it's Milo's sweet tea.
Well, thank you for bringing tea to the tea party.
You're welcome.
My tea party. My tea tonight was a flower.
Ooh.
I had never, ever seen anything like that.
That's different.
Yeah, it comes in this little bag, and it's just it's like a little sea pod. Like a little round ball.
Huh.
And then as it seeps, it opens up into a flower. So next week, I'm going to have a clear glass.
So you can see it. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Yes. So I didn't even know anything like that had existed.
I didn't either.
So Kim sent it. So there's the cover on the box.
Yeah, I saw you open it before I left to head out earlier.
So
but that's pretty cool.
Really cool. I know.
I didn't pay attention to it being a flower though. Or unless you didn't know it was a flower. I didn't know it was a flower.
Well, she had told me, but it's been a while. And so, you know, my memory bank is like very limited. It's probably like the size of my brain, very limited.
So is mine. Samantha says, am I tired tonight? No more so than I am any other night, but yeah, probably because I've been doing a lot of editing. hours and hours and hours of editing. I'm one more video in the tutorial series, and then I'll be done for a little bit anyway.
I lost my Oh no. Oh no, Wanda. Oh no. So I hope it's okay that I share this. I got to get a frame for it, but Wanda and Shirley got to do a meetup, and they were kind enough to share the picture, and I printed it so I can put it in a frame. But is that not a great picture?
Love it.
Let me see here. Look at those beautiful women. Woo, woo.
That's a good picture, ladies.
Isn't that a great picture? So I'm hoping this weekend to get a picture frame to put it in. So I need to print off one of the pictures, Pam, that you and I took and put it in a picture frame.
I do too. A lot of my pictures live on my phone, or they'll go to this thing. This is my external hard drive.
Yep.
So it'll go to this.
I've got one of Wanda and I, and I've got one of Kim and I, and I've got one of Jen and Miss C.
There's Miss Vicki, Oodles and Caboodles.
Hey, Miss Vicki. Miss Vicki, we got to see your shawl tonight. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was beautiful.
She says her hearing aids died, so she can't hear you. So we're just going to have to say, we see you.
We see you.
Hugs, hearts.
Oh. All right. Well, I think I'm going to head on out of here. I was going to go to
get a snack.
What's that?
I was heading to get a snack.
I did it again.
Kicking me out. I see how you are. She's like, be gone.
My friends aren't going to come over to my house no more. Yeah, this has got to be a StreamYard thing.
Yeah, that's
what happened is either when I switch to a video or I'm switching between my media. You know how we can have different media? Mm-hmm. So I have media all for tea party, all for movie night, all for Bible chats. And when I'm switching back and forth, and that's not cool.
But see, StreamYard has also been doing updates, because I noticed the past like several weeks, every time I come in, they've got a new thing. And like today when I came in, they were telling me that you could like blur the background and all that stuff. So I feel like they're also doing upgrades. And once they get all that worked out, then it'll go back to being
possible. I'll be honest. I've been thinking about doing some pop-up lives and going through YouTube and trying to see, but we can't do our little videos through YouTube, can we?
You can do them through Restream.
So just saying, and I'm sure that StreamYard will eventually get there. The only reason I don't do Restream is when I first started researching on Restream, when you agree to use their platform, you are also agreeing for them to be able to come into your YouTube channel as an admin and be able to do whatever they want with your channel.
Oh, really?
When I researched it, yes. And I was like, no. It's one thing if, like, through StreamYard, I allow, like, say I allowed you and Margie to have a seat to my channel and you guys could come in and do things on my channel, even host a live without me being there. That's different. But I don't know people that work for Restream, and I don't know their techs. And so, no, I mean, they could come in and delete videos and whatnot. And I'm not sure, I'm sure they wouldn't do that because that would set a bad precedence for their company. But But when I researched it, yes, when you sign up, you're giving them that permission to be able to come in and actually be a full admin on your YouTube channel. And I'm sure StreamYard may get there one day, but if they're not already in the works for that, but anyway. So that kind of answered my question. I thought about trying to play around with YouTube and maybe just drop StreamYard next year, because right now, I was paying the full price, but it was close to, I think, what is it, like 500 or something like that?
They went up. They had a big jump. Yeah.
And so right now I'm paying like 300 and something a year, but I will tell you this. Yes, they had that big jump, and I reached out to them and I said, this is kind of crazy. The only reason I was paying the upper one was back when I was a part of Stitching Together with Friends. So Jeannie and Sunita could both have seats to my channel. But when we, kind of broke away from that, I don't need that extra seat to pay for. And so I decided to drop down to the lower paying tier. And, but I would still paying almost, I don't know, what was it, $75, $80 more than what I would have been. And so I told them, I said, look, that's just insane. And so they ended up grandfathering me in, which is great. So if I ever go out, then that's it. I got to pay that higher price. But right now I'm grandfathered in, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even be saying that now, but so maybe they are doing upgrades. I do like some of the upgrades that they've done. Some I'm still having to learn through because I'm a slow learner when it comes to technology,
Right.
But anyway, so I'm all for improvement. As long as I can figure things out, it's not over my head, which isn't saying much when it comes, like I said, to technology. But anyway, so while I'm not happy that it's happening to other people, I am glad that I'm not alone.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
Diane came in, Major.
Hey, Diane Major. Welcome into the Joyful House. Welcome to the tea party. Tea's almost gone, but so glad you're here. Thank you, Pam, for bringing that to my attention.
No problem.
So, all right. Well, Pam, since you're here, you want to shout out your channel a little bit and some things going on your channel?
Sure. So I'm with Be Creative Crafts. What's going on in my world right now is I have a tutorial that I've just released. Hold on, let me give you all the noisiness. Hold on, I'm grabbing it. It's in the bag. Oi. It's called the Crochet Jericho. And it is, I took a quilt pattern that was designed by my friend, Kimberly. And she allowed me to recreate it into crochet.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. So that is what I have been doing. So I have been editing all the parts. And it is a join as you go. So when you're done, you're done. There's nothing to sew together. And I've been using this new knot. So there's not even any ends to weave in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is one that's in process. This is my scrappy one. So like tonight on the live, we did this little guy here, and then you cut your yarn right here, y'all. I know it's super scary to cut it but you cut it right there, and then you just attach your new yarn, and you end at the right spot every single time.
Oh my gosh. Well, one of these days I'm going to get off and make it to your house, and I would know that you were making something like that.
No,
oh my goodness.
That'll do.
Wanda said she's been looking at it. But yeah, so that's what's going on my channel. So I've got one more part. It's got 5 parts, and then I'll have each individual. I also have videos for each individual block, so that if you're working a repeat and you don't want to watch the whole tutorial again, you can just go watch that one little short video. It's not a short, but a shorter video showing you how to just do that one block.
Awesome.
And the pattern is written up on the website. Do what?
Thank you, Jen. Zach did send his progress. He is making progress.
Good job.
Oh, hang on.
Yep.
I'll put my eyeballs on too. Let's see. Let's play musical chairs. But let's not throw anybody in the basement, though. Let's don't kick them down the stairs. Awesome, Zach.
Good job, Zach. Look at you.
So if y'all don't know, he kind of lost his mojo for a while. So it's really cool to see him picking his hook back up. So yay.
Miss Jen, it's on my website, becreativecrafts.com. And I created a page called the Crochet Jericho on my website that it's devoted to. And then you can get the, it's written up in the blog. But if you go to that page on my website, you can just click on the pattern. It'll take you over to the blog. But it's also on the website. It's hard to write up join as you go in writing. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
I said it's hard to translate or put into words how to do join as you go.
Gotcha.
I've tried. So, but that's where it's at. On the website. becreativecrafts.com. Oh, Margie got her baby. Thank you, Miss Jen. That's it right there.
Thank you, Jen. Right there. Hey, Miss, it's Chloe, right?
Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Look at her.
She says, okay, y'all have had my mama's attention for long enough. It's my turn. Look at that sweet baby. Well, Margie, Pam, thank you so much for coming up on panel. I appreciate that. Wanda says, I think I knocked them off the hook putting stuff in the truck. May have fell into a bag and possibly thrown away with the trash. Oh, no. Oh. Well, you know what, Wanda, I'm hoping that you're going to open a bag somewhere and you're going to find them.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Me too.
that is my prayer. So, Wandering Wanda is wondering where her keys are. Oh, Mr. Joyful's even commenting.
Oh.
He loves Wanda, y'all. So, all right. Hello, Moonrose Crafts. And I always forget your first name. I feel so bad. Crystal, thank you.
You're
Thank you. Sorry, Crystal. She says, just jump in to say hi and give hugs to everyone. Well, nugs to you. And thank you for coming by. Right, Wanda? We're praying. We're praying. You're just going to find them in a bag. All right.
Hi, Emma.
Well, that is it, you guys. Thank you again, Margie. Thank you again, Pam, for coming
You're
over.
welcome.
And we are going to head on out. Let me get where I need to be so I can do my little thing here. All right. Be joyful, my friends. I saw Mr. Joyful go by and I lost my whole train of thought. Be joyful. Be crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations and be the joy in everything you do. And my new thing is go chase your fun. Go find your joy. Go be your joy. Go live your joy, right? All right. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.